All righty. Okay, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing it. Episode 2 of
Let's
Act
go.
2 Halfway Awesomeness. So, just a couple of things. Welcome, everybody, to the Godly Boy podcast slash streaming services where we stream Dungeons and Dragons and love the Lord at the same time. Um, We are going to start this episode with first of all, I'm saying that there's going to be a lot of echoing. I'm currently at my school. I will not say where that is because just in case we do get famous, I mean, I won't mind a stalker, but I don't want to die. So, yeah, I'm in a room, which is going to, kind of affect all that. The echo is. But I am not wearing headphones, so we'll see how loud I am on this episode. Did a little bit of testing with confirmation from good old friend over there. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. Yeah. So without further ado, I am Landon McInnes. I am your wonderful DM of the evening slash afternoon slash morning, depending on when you're watching this. On the left of me, we have our barbarian Anna.
Hello, I'm Anna E. I play Adira. It's fun.
On the right of me, we have Jaden.
I can barely open my mouth right now.
Yeah, so he just got surgery, and I told him he didn't have to play today. He was like, "No, it's fine. I'll play." I said, "Okay." Dedicated,
I
dedication.
have I have five less teeth in my mouth. Let's go.
Five less teeth. Let's go.
I
We're one step closer to dentures.
It feels so weird, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. My
I could
mouth
have
is
made
so
a joke,
swollen right now.
but I'm not. Anyway, so right below me on this side, on the left side, we have our good old Isaac.
Isaac. I play Homer Carson. Next.
Next,
Oh,
and then we have on the right bottom side the MVP of last session, maybe the MVP of this session. We'll see what happens. Hey,
We'll see what happens. I am Jesus. I play Ronan Stargazer, the god of revival.
dude,
soon to be
Ronan's
God.
pretty goaded right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
He is a goat. Um,
What? I
You
turned
can
into a
call him
goat this session?
Yep.
I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it.
So without further
That white
ado, who
hair.
wants to give us a small, very small recap on what happened last session?
I can if you want me to.
Somebody.
So last session, we came in all being back at the inn, then progressing to the ball and the banquet, in which we did a little bit of reconnaissance, sniffed around, looked around. Cyrus ate some root beer and had some hallucinations, and Homer and Adira got down with it on the dance floor. After
They
that,
indeed got down with
Knock
it.
people down.
They break it down.
Jeremiah kind of saved the information day, came back from the inn, telling us, "Hey, these people, Isolde and let me look at my notes just to make sure I got the names
Cedric.
right. Cedric, yes, Isolde and Cedric are meeting together and talking about some sort of sacrifice, along with their daughter and son in the room with them. So we all hurried back to the inn, in which we, after a quick bout of conversation, engaged in combat with them. We came out victorious, but with the two the younger Ashton Brook and Raven Shadow unaccounted for, most likely in the back room, and
Backrooms.
a dead friend on our hands. Ronan,
Yes.
having just channeled his clerical abilities, used divine intervention, rolled an 8, which is what he needed for divine intervention, and then rolled a 95 to bring back not only our friend's soul, but an extra soul from anywhere beyond the veil, in which he brought back the Naboo brothers. Is that correct?
The legendary Naboo brothers, yes.
The like
Throughout
60-foot tall,
Bob.
100-foot tall giant brothers who instantly started wrestling. And I believe that's where we ended the session.
That is a really
They're
interesting
currently
session.
clashing. They're currently clashing in the lake as we speak.
They're currently clashing in the lake as we speak. People are surrounding surrounding everybody and trying to like figure out what the heck is going on. But with that, one of the biggest things that we almost missed out on was the whispering of a mysterious entity telling Jesus, his character Ronan Stargazer, to choose himself a god. And with
Oh,
that,
that's right.
we are going to continue and start from there. Okay. What'd you guess? Okay. So, setting the scene, these two 120-foot, like, gigantic, fey like giants are currently wrestling it out. One of them being a little more taller than the other, the other one being more short and stocky, while the taller one being more on the thin side. Uh, and people are like coming out finally after the entire battle. I mean, you guys caused a heck of a commotion. People are wrestling, not wrestling, but like wondering what the freak is going on. And so you see that um, Michael and the rest of your guys' party, as well as Gene Fairway, they're all like running up to you to see what the heck has happened. And that's where we're going to start.
Obviously, at this point, Ronan is like a little weak after
Of
spending
course.
that much power. So, like, after everything is said and done, and he does this big miracle, he himself just sort of like falls to one knee, kind of panting. He's still like, well, he doesn't have his coat on, but he's still wearing his tie with the button-up shirt. He kind of like loosens his tie.
Yeah.
As he's just kind of like heaving a little bit. He does unbutton his shirt. He does unbutton his shirt, revealing his armor underneath, because he was wearing that underneath him.
Bro is wearing protection.
Always.
Oh no.
He always wears protection.
That's right. What's everyone else doing? People are rushing. Like, I mean, like, it's not like they're standing around going, oh no, what? Oh, they're like, what the
What are they doing? Are they charging at the Giants?
They're not charging at the. Why would they do that?
Yeah.
That looks like
Yeah.
suicide. And I think these people are smarter than that. No, they're like just they're freaking out. I mean, these are
they're
giants
freaking out,
just
yeah.
spawned out of nowhere, right? Came out of the ground, spawned out of nowhere, and are currently beating the absolute crap out of each other.
It's just funny because you're like they're like running, but I know that they're just freaking out. But it's funny because the image in my head was just the fact that they were just charging like to join it.
Obviously, we gotta find a way to stop them from fighting because they're gonna destroy something.
Right.
Yeah, Cyrus is like, you guys handle the giants. I'm going to check on something really quickly. And Cyrus is going to go back into the inn, to that back room, and look for the children.
Okay.
The full-grown adult children of these people.
You know what Grants and Ichabod reminded me of? It's that one scene where, oh my god, what was it? That one scene in Transformers where Optimus Prime is like fighting all of like the Decepticons and stuff. It just reminds me of that. There's like people dodging like logs of trees and big waves of water as they're just clashing in the back. It's so cool.
Bro, right? Yeah. So as this happens, Cyrus, you go back to look for the two grown-up kids, correct? And you go into the back room and you see that both of them hanging up on like these like torture rack devices, not injured, not hurt, but you see both of them are strapped up in a way that looks like they were going to get sacrificed for some reason or the other. But they are there gagged.
Are they held by ropes or chains?
Say rope.
Rope.
Are they
Quick
conscious?
little flame scimitar. I'm gonna wrap my arm around each of their waists and then cut the rope so that they don't have to fall too crazy, and I'll let them down gently. First, starting with I'll start with Serafina because she actually knows who I am. She met me once before, and then I'll move on over to Adrian,
Yeah,
and then ungag them both so that they can actually speak.
she weakly falls down to her knees. The same thing happens to Cedric, however, he does it a little more manly.
He takes a single knee.
The single knee, he gets up and he straightens out his wrist. He doesn't look very thankful for what you have done.
I figured. Are you two okay?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the assistance. We are fine. We were fine. Where's my father?
Your father was a Wendigo. Well, either was a Wendigo or replaced by one. Either way, the one who called himself your father is, well, he's strewn across the tavern floor.
I see. Well, might as well go get this cleaned up. And he's gonna walk past you. He's gonna go out into the crowd. Jesus, you guys start seeing that Lord Adrian Ashenbrook emerge from the crowd. People start like not from the crowd, but from where the back room. People start like going like asking what has happened. Questions are thrown left and right. The giants are still fighting in the back. People are wondering
Ronan,
like,
deal with that.
what's going on. Like why is this what was supposed to be a nice marriage party has turned into something that as they look into the busted up room inside of the blood into what seems to be a scene out of a horror movie.
Bro, I'm exhausted. I can't do anything. At least not right now. Recovering.
I mean, you can go and try and just physically talk to them.
True.
You need me to carry you there?
Yeah, he's gonna stand on his own 2 feet. However, his movements are still a bit more groggy.
Upsies.
I mean, I can still get back, you know.
I'm gonna stick to his side just in case he happens to like fall over or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, he leans on you, Homer. And he does like hold on to Adira. As you guys walk over to the lake, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you guys start
I would imagine so.
Yeah, you guys start heading over to the lake, and you guys see that like there are these people who sort of get out of your way as you weakly go over. Michael is trying to see what's going on, so he goes up to Cedric. Jean goes up to Cedric. People usually just kind of clear out of the way as you walk up. You three walking up to these anomalies, which are these giant Naboo creatures. And you see that the short, like the thick one has the other one in a headlock. And he's like, "Brother, tap, or I will break your neck. I will never tap." And then he picks him up, slams him down into the water.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy. Make my voice 3 times as loud.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna yell, Gronson, Ichabod, please cease the roughhousing.
He looks over. You see Ichabod puts his head out of the water. His eyes only appearing out of the water.
Ronan, are we causing a ruckus?
A bit. Yes.
Oh, more apologies.
And you see Grummish, the short, stocky, more muscular version of the brothers. He gets up. Ichabod, you see, he starts strangling out his beard of water, his long, like, pointed beard. He goes,
It's been a long time since we've gotten down and wrestle like this.
Yes, and it seems like we've gotten a little carried away. You have apologies, Mr. Stargazer.
Oh, the formalities. He is the savior of us. I think we're allowed to call him Ronan.
Of course.
he sits down in the
You are
water.
It's like a small wave.
There's a tidal wave happening. um, no, it's good.
Flooding in the market.
Floating in the water. The cows, they're floating away. People go to run after the cows. There's yeah. Would you like to talk to them?
Yeah. Ren's gonna go over to the edge as well and just kind of like sit down near the lake. Still without Tergy on because it's probably the only way they could hear him.
Right. You're not standing
Unless
on
they
their
were
shoulder.
And
unless they were to sit.
Even them sitting 120 to 127
yeah.
feet, still pretty big.
yeah, they're still very, very tall.
I would say that the water maybe covers up to their knees.
They're like little boys in a bath.
Like little boys in a bath.
Oh,
Bro, but just not naked.
Yeah, that would be traumatizing.
I don't know. I don't know. But anyway,
Are they sculpted like Greek gods?
the tall one is sculpted like a Greek god. He has more of a thin, wiry frame to him, while the short, stocky one, Grumbar, right?
Gronson or Ichabod?
Gronson. Ichabod has a very wiry build to him. Romson has a short, stocky. He has like a stomach, but like if you were to punch that stomach, he would be probably as hard as a rock. But he's more of like the
Norse god.
yeah,
Norse
more
god
of the
Greek.
Norse god. Exactly right.
I just
Like
I just keep
imagine
thinking of Mario and Luigi.
Thor from God of War,
From God of War.
Ragnarok,
Yeah.
right? And
Mhm.
and that's basically what his build is.
Yeah. So we got the bodybuilder build, and then there's the what do they call them? What are the muscle championships?
Probably
What
a
are they?
power lifter. I'll say he has more of a power lifter build.
Power lifter. Yeah. And yeah, Ron just sits down with them and starts speaking with them. Ron's going to say, "It took a lot out of me to bring you back. I'm grateful that you're here. I was afraid that you would not answer my call."
I am wondering about that. Why did you call us back? What was the point of it?
Well, I thought that in order to make the biggest impact within this world, I had to bring back the one thing that I'd forgotten. And who better than two legends who brought peace to what used to be Obitus back in the day?
Yes. What?
I was like, it's not what you're working. It's just kind of like starts speaking a little louder. I brought you back to bring peace to Obitus.
Oh! Why didn't you just say so?
That is what he said, brother.
Well, you should have said it more clearly.
You need to be smarter.
You need to have a better control over your tongue.
And you need to
Additional wrestling again.
Oh no! Stop. Cease.
They like tackle each other. He goes to punch him, and they go,
Yes. He sits back down.
"The cows! No!"
People are frightened enough, but this was a opportunity to make a difference as well as influence, to spread my influence now as a god.
I see. And, did it work?
Well, I do believe that I have grown stronger with this weapon in hand as well as is holding his weapon.
Radiant magic flows from you, brother. Wonderful.
Another tidal wave.
I think we should get out of the lake.
And he gets up. Gets up the
It's
lake.
good
Like
to feel water in our skin, finally.
as he like gets up, you see the water levels like lowered by like five times the amount of.
Yeah. All the water being displaced.
Up, it's all bags. It's like the cows. People are scrambling to get the cows. Yeah. So with that, not the cows, but everything, hunky dory. So they get out of the lake, towering over people. People are still like wondering what are these gigantic, giant, antlered men? Why are they here? How
And
did
why are they
spawn?
so hot?
Why are they so? I mean, some ladies are probably like, oh my. Some men are probably like, oh, hold up.
Listen, bro, it's that fayness.
It's that fayness, that
effect.
fey face.
That fey charm.
That's right. So, with that,
Um,
what else do you want to do? You want to like what? You explained to
well,
them.
Michael and the group kind of like they came to us, right?
Yeah, as I said,
Or
Michael
maybe
and
talk to
Jean
them.
went off to talk to Lord Adrian about what has happened, what is going on. Like,
Hmm. I think Ron's gonna have to go meet up with everybody to kind of explain what the situation.
all right, you go to meet up with the group. You see, Jeremiah is over near Annabella, who hasn't awoken yet. Also, you haven't placed her soul back in her body, but still. um,
Well, I mean, the process of bringing those back, I thought she kind of came back too.
no. There was a different thing. You focused on forming
Okay.
them. You have to like because they didn't have a body, right? So you focus on forming them, while you have to put hers back in her body.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go over to Annabella and do that quickly.
You go over to Annabella. You put what the little soul of magic. You see her soul being specialized to her, having the multiple colors of her peacock like tails, but still having that little charm of the dark like eeriness of her. And you drop it, and it starts to go inside and fill her with this radiant energy. And a message pop up that says the item has expired. I'm just kidding. Um,
No, this is just Sword Art Online all over again.
the item has expired. No. Yeah. So you put in. She goes. As she coughs up this fluid that was building up in her lungs. And Jeremiah goes, "Whoa. Oh my. Okay, you're okay. That's good. And you see she looks around and she goes, "Who are y'all?" Okay, stop being a kidder. And he lightly punches her arm and she like jerks back and she goes, I don't know who you are. And I would kindly, she dusts herself off as she stands up, ask that you tell me. What are you talking about? It's me, Jeremiah. It's the person that you chase and, the Geneva family? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know anything about a Geneva family. Where's my mother? Where's my father? Okay, Ronan.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. I was gonna crouch
Got a
down
problem?
to her. What do you remember?
Bro needs to pop off a
I-
greater restoration.
I remember my father taking me and my brother on a trip to the capital. And
How long ago do you remember this?
it feels like it just happened.
I see.
Who
Who's
are
your
you?
brother?
I am Ronan Stargazer. And as
She
you know,
does a
this is
little-
mine.
She does a little bow. She goes, I am Annabella Red.
Yes. Well, Annabella, we do know who you are.
Oh,
And even though I might not have much insight into who you are, Jeremiah does have a background with you to a certain extent. We had only been recent acquaintances. However, I will say that you are not in the capital at this moment.
I can tell that. This isn't the same architecture. It's not possible.
You
It's
suffered a traumatic experience just moments ago that may have led to you losing your memory to a certain extent.
but what happened to me?
Well, you died.
I died? But how could that be?
Yep.
I was being introduced to a man. My father said I had to stay with him for a while, and do you think he killed me?
No, it was
Ah.
actually that the dead succubus over there.
See, Jeremiah peeks his head out from behind Ronan. He goes, and what did this man look like? Well, he was a halfling. He had long, dark hair. I remember he had a burn mark on his neck that reached up to his mouth. Oh, okay. He was a friend of father's. He said that if they helped each other, that my father would be able to start over, a new life. And mother would come, and my brother would also be here, and we'd start a new life in the capital. That was the plan. Has that changed? Did he kill me? Was he a bad man?
Not
No,
that
no.
we know of. This was a completely separate issue. Jeremiah, do you have any insight?
Being a bad man, he's bad. He's definitely bad.
Well, here's what we can do. Annabella, you may go with Jeremiah so that way he can fill you in on information that you may be missing. Perhaps it may reconnect some memories within your psyche.
I'd be, of course. I mean, I don't see why I could not. He seems like a nice guy. Never heard that before.
Yeah, this is definitely a different Annabella than what I'm at. But hey, I'm not complaining.
As for your situation specifically, you were, yes, deceased. However, I did bring you back to life.
Oh, she bows and she goes, I don't understand what sorcery this is, but I feel fine. And for that, she does a little curtsy again.
Yeah.
I thank you, and I'm sure my father would be happy to administer any type of payment or reward for such a deed.
Hold on, actually, who is your father?
My father, his name is Matthias Red.
Does that name have any meaning to me?
Make a history check.
Let's go.
Also, where's your boss? Where'd
Huh?
your boss go?
Huh?
Where did your boss go? Where is he?
My boss? I don't know.
Where's the executioner guy? What
Dude.
happened to him?
Was that Jesus or
Uh,
Ronan who was asking that?
No, me, Jesus. I was
Okay.
asking that.
I was like,
Faith
I was
Finger
just like, I don't know.
Where's your boss? No.
Faith Finger Undead or a Darker Past?
Nope.
Okay, cool. That is cocked, and I hate it.
Haha.
Trying to
God.
find history again.
It's corked.
24. Sorry, I can't do math right now.
It's a pretty good roll.
24? You know that Matthias Red, from general information, Matthias Red is the new head of the entire security process of Sector 6. From a little bit of information you know that he has humble beginnings. He's from Sector 7 originally. That's really it. You've never ran into him. However, you have heard rumors that running into him isn't a good thing. He is a pretty powerful person when it comes to money, status, and even ability.
Well, it can be both a good thing and a bad thing if you get on his good side. Then you get his help.
Well, actually,
Yeah, well, there's not really a capital for him to protect anymore, at least not much of one.
Ooh, Homer, you want to say something?
yeah, I'm from Sector 7, so would I know something at all?
Make a history check with advantage.
Okay.
I'm also from Sector 7.
That's
However,
crazy. I don't think I am.
However, not really.
not really, because I only spawned in Sector 7 as of
Right.
recently.
That is an 11 on both rolls.
11 on both rolls.
That's crazy.
I hate when that happens.
So you remember Red sounds pretty familiar. You remember that Olivia Red, who used to be the head sheriff of Sector 7, used to hunt you guys down when you guys were just starting. However, when Jacob Lawless got involved, he made a very big impact on her mental and physical state. You know that they might be related in some way, shape, or form. However, you don't really know how the possibilities of how common of a name Red is. However, you're guessing that her father might have had to been a peacock naga or a bird naga of some kind because you know Annabella is. So that's really all you can really get from that. You do know that there was a famous last name of the Red family, but nothing really deep into that. You don't know if there's any connections or if they're like related, but you do know about that.
So I know the name Red belongs to some half drow woman, but that's it.
Yeah, you know that it belongs to one half drow woman. You don't really know if Matthias Red could be connected, but that's really it.
Okay.
Matthias Red, to you, Homer, really isn't a person who is a big influence. Like the big Red name was Olivia Red. She was the head sheriff of Sector 7 for the time when you guys were starting out. So she's really like when you say of like the red last name, Olivia is who will always come to your mind because she hunted you guys until she didn't.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, yeah, if you just follow me over here, I guess we can take a seat. We can have a drink of alcohol, and the alcohol underage drinking is not permitted to be anywhere under the law of this. Okay. Can we
Jeremiah,
trade
you're
places? Is that
13.
okay? Do I have to do this? I think I liked her
Yes.
the other way.
Look, I'll get us some drinks, okay? What do you guys want? That's not alcohol, Jeremiah.